Hello there, welcome to the stream. My name is Dielo and I'm one of the game devs of Vivat Slovakia. So, with the full release of the game around the corner-ish, we decided to do a dev stream series with just me or maybe some of the other team members. Team members streaming the game live from start to finish, showing off everything it offers. And we will be doing this in English so that we can reach a wider audience. I'm sorry if we encounter some technical difficulties along the way. This is my first time streaming in a long while. And I'm also streaming to Steam for the first time using Restream.io. So I hope everything works. And I'm just gonna need a moment to check if all the audio is working, if everything stream related is in order, and then we can hop right in. So welcome and enjoy. Okay, what do we have here? There we go. Okay. I think everything is in order, at least on YouTube. I hope that's the same for Steam. And yeah, if you don't know the game yet and you just stumbled upon this channel randomly, this is an open world action adventure game set in Bratislava, the capital city of Slovakia, a country in Eastern Europe, and it's set in the wild 90s and based on true events that happened back in the history of my country. So yeah, for the sake of getting right into the open world, I already played through a very short tutorial, so we're just gonna hop in straight into the first mission, which introduces us to our main character. If you have any questions along the way, feel free to post them in the chat or join our Discord and write them there. I'm gonna try my best to answer all of them. If it gets too technical, I'm gonna just have to write it down and leave it for the next episode for our more technical devs to answer. So let's head in. You guys let me know if the mic audio is okay and if the music from the game or the sound from the game isn't being too loud so that you can't hear me properly. And yeah, welcome to Bratislava in the 90s. So our main character is a taxi driver, but that's not all he is, of course, and we will see that in a short while, but first, our first customer.
One wants a new coat, the other a new pair of boots. Brand name shoes, cars that I buy for them always scuffed because they can't drive for shit. But I have these fine little tapes. I have to pay the cops 5,000 crowns every month to record them for me. They mark them all neat-like with the corresponding names. Look here. Zuzana B, Petra K.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be driving just on road. Get used to that.
That's for sure.
Because you know, Chief, these girls have really long
So
legs,
the map
big
is
tits. The guys are
approximately
always
10
chasing
kilometers
after them.
squared, and we
Meanwhile,
tried
I'm
our
working,
best
doing
to
business from
remodel
dawn till dusk.
a big
They're
portion
left
of
alone
the
with a
city
long leash, and I
in
just
the
can't
state
keep
that it
them
was
under my
in the
control.
90s. So
I
in a
keep
way
an eye
it
on
also
them like
serves as a kind of
I
an
listen
archive,
to make sure
because
they're
some
not
of the
cheating with
buildings
others
we will
behind
see
my
in the
back.
game are no
But paying
longer
10K a month to
there
go
in
undercover
real
says a
life
lot,
today.
even for me. Good
And
thing
I
don't
find
have
it quite
three of them, am I
interesting.
right?
We also
I
have a
would
lot
have
of
to declare
authentic
bankruptcy.
cars, authentic
They ain't my
weapons,
first girlfriends, you know?
and
I've had to
a
replace
lot
few
more,
before,
which you
and
will
I
see along the
always
way.
warn the new ones to be careful. I have eyes and ears everywhere. Everywhere, you understand? Can't say whose ears and where exactly now, can I? And I tell them, you're costing me a lot of money, but
I
these
just
fools
wanna
still
let
won't
him
give you the
finish
rest.
talking.
These two? I won them in Ed's casino. I'm heading home now to listen to what they have been doing all month. I'm gonna blow a casket if they
This
got
guy.
lost somewhere again. But hey, if they have, I'm just gonna get rid of them, like the ones before. I'll sell them, you know, for 2 bottles of whiskey. Or I'll put them in a poker pot. They are like a trophy after all.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Chief.
Let's get rid of him.
And never forget, they're all
Welcome to the stream, Hardboiled Mag. You sound great, thank you, awesome. And welcome to the stream, Rafa. Good optimization. The game looks a lot more matured. It's taking direction for the better. Thank you, thank you. We are really trying to polish it up now. At the same time, what am I doing? At the same time, getting the second half of the story done. And we can't wait to show everyone what else happens in the story missions. Because it's gonna get a lot more action-packed, significant amount of more dark-themed. So, yeah, we're looking forward to that. Welcome, Sergio. Hi. Welcome, Hans Hoisak. Hello. What do you want to share with us that was not already said in Vortex channel? Oh, I mean, you mean the Vox Vivat, I guess, the Dev Diary. So it's not about showing anything new at this moment. I mean, we just had an update earlier this week. I just want to show off the state of the game as it is right now. I don't really have a structure. I just want to stick to maybe like a basic formula of doing a couple of story missions and then checking out some of the side activities just to break up the pace a bit. And to, yeah, basically make sure that anyone who hasn't played the game yet sees everything that the game has to offer. Not just the story, but all the side activities, all the little nooks and crannies of the city that they might have not seen yet.
Really? Sure.
And most of all, yeah, the optimization that we just did a huge work on.
I never really did. Yes. You're a fortune
and are still working on.
Everything is bad anyway.
This looks amazing. I can't wait to play it. Thank you.
All right, calm down, guys. Mr. Taxi Driver, how do you see it?
I'll adapt, as long as you're all happy.
Well, I'm certainly not.
So for those who don't know, before Vivat Slovakia there was like a really small project, more of a proof of concept,
So naive.
called Vivat Sloboda. You can find it on our Steam page as well. And it was just about our main character driving these 3 students that we see now in his cab to a very famous protest that happened right before the fall of communism in my country. And so we, in the first mission, we stuck a little reference to it, that you drive around the same students and they remember you.
And many more safe trips.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So we have a bunch of radio stations with different genres of music. Whoa, what happened there?
Copy that.
And there's also like funny commercials. We're working on some new custom radios as well. And this is our young journalist, Laura, one of the more prominent characters of the game.
Uruzhinov, right?
Oof, okay, I just barely scratched that police car.
Oh, I see.
That "oh, I see" sounded a bit weird. I'm just going there for coffee and work.
So we've been very happy with the feedback we received from the international community since we launched the the full English voiceover back in November, I think.
Journalist.
People seem to be genuinely interested in the whole Eastern European ex-Soviet bloc theme, which we are very happy about.
I got used to it.
We had a lot of fun working with some native English speakers on the dub.
I'm thinking it's a bit odd that dispatch addresses you directly when there are so many taxis around.
Is the music playing right now from the radio? Haven't heard that in the main game.
Milan, My name is Milan.
I'm not
Hi, Noah.
sure
Nice
what
to
you
meet you.
mean. Is the music not
If
playing?
that order isn't urgent, we're almost there. May I invite you for a coffee? I'm writing an article about Bratislava taxi drivers, and the nickname Trotter is fantastic. So, is that priority order urgent?
One coffee won't kill me. At least I hope so.
Come
Agreed.
on, get
Are
out
you
of the way.
trying to kill us?
Are you trying to kill us? No, I'm a very responsible driver, Laura, don't worry. Is this the spooky one you were talking about us a few months ago? The spooky one.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, the spooky one, yeah, that's way back. We've had two updates since then. I mean, it's some jazz songs. Yeah. Are they stream background songs or game songs? Oh yeah, the music that you hear coming from the
Have you
game is from the
always
car
been a
radio.
taxi driver?
So no stream background game.
You must meet
No
a
stream
lot of
background
interesting
music.
people. Okay, I'll confess, I don't
Sorry.
just write about taxis. I tried to find various topics about Bratislava. In this lobby alone, there's so much inspiration for stories.
You should have just offed him right there.
That, I believe.
I don't want you to think badly of me, or be worried about talking to me. As a driver, you get to places
So most of
the average
the
person
story
won't even know
characters
about.
are either based
If you come
on
across something worth
true
writing about,
or on
interesting
real
architecture,
persons
car,
from the
a strange
time.
customer,
Some of them
anything.
are
I'd be happy
combinations
if you come here
of
and
different
tell me about
people that were
I've been
involved
here a
in the
lot
events
lately.
that we are
Working
trying to
as a
portray.
journalist has taught me that the missing pieces
And
of
some,
puzzles
of course,
are
for
around us.
game
Just
purposes
keep your eyes
are
open.
made up
What
or
do you
heavily
think?
modified.
Okay, thanks for the coffee. I gotta go. My
This
Greek
is so
friends are
nostalgic
rumbling
seeing
at me
the
from
10
outside.
crown
Pleasure
coin.
was entirely mine.
I
Have
miss
a nice
crowns.
evening, Milan.
Are you guys planning on perhaps doing more with the same universe? Probably too early to ask, but I'm sure it's been discussed. Yeah, I'm not at liberty to talk about that at this point. I'm sorry.
Trotter here.
It would be
Turning
cool
back
though.
on.
For Christ's sake, finally. Priority order from the Ministry of Interior for the night shift.
I was only taking a break. What is it about?
We have no further info. It might just be some bureaucrat working overtime.
Random
Stay
handbag.
alert.
Okay.
Switching channels.
I'm sorry if my driving seems a bit odd, but I keep looking at the chat on the second screen as well, so... Once I'm doing time trials or something, I'm gonna just focus on the game. Oops, sorry.
Drunk?
Nope. Just blind. So, something I am going to be mentioning a lot on these streams is that currently the game is on a big sale on Steam. It's 30% off. We managed to get a daily deal from Steam, which was 2 days ago, but the discount is still going on for 4 more days. So I think, I mean, I don't want to pressure anyone, but if there was a good time to buy the game, it's now. We're going to pick up a very shady character from the 90s, a real character, and this guy was kind of a shadow eminence, pulling strings from behind the curtain, having a lot of
Good evening.
political contacts as well as
Villa.
contacts in
Our
the
first
mob.
president, who ended up so unpleasantly. Doesn't happen anymore nowadays, to hang the head of state. But you never know, right, Mr. Taxi Driver?
Mm-hmm.
Don't draw attention to us. The former Stiso's villa is now the Agricultural Research Institute.
Also a real place, but it was originally not in Bratislava, but in another city. But again, for the game's purposes, we moved it to the capital.
I think it is also in your best interest to have those files in safe hands. Of course, you know which ones. If I say that we might find your name there too, you probably won't be surprised.
So this is the first time that we as the players start to wonder about Milan being just a taxi driver. This guy that we are currently driving is kind of subtly hinting that it's not the case, and that they actually know us. So we didn't want to lay it on very heavily with the story elements right from the beginning, like dropping some exposition. I mean, we do that in the intro a bit, and then we let the players kind of puzzle it together, what's going on. After every story mission, there's like little text scroll that explains the real event that the mission was based on, along with some sources that we used. We relied heavily on documentaries and on books that were written about the 90s in regards to corruption, politics, and yeah, mafia. And yeah, we will see one of those soon.
The guard received a bottle as a gift, but to be safe, move quietly. If you would be so kind, I'll wait in the car.
You should have come earlier. You undercovers do whatever you want. No wonder things turn out the way they do.
So again, this is like a simple line of dialogue, but it kind of tells the player that we are not just a taxi driver, that we are some kind of undercover officer or some other role.
Agree on that many boxes. I'm sure you have some kind of warrant with you.
Astute viewers may notice that the guard over here is voiced by none other than myself. For some of the smaller roles, we used our friends or our own team members. We had a lot of fun doing that as well. So for those who don't know cars that well, all of the cars in the game are based on real cars. Of course, we changed the brand names and the designs just a bit to avoid legal issues. And for those of you wondering why the trunk of the car is in the front and not the motor, this is actually how the car was made. I had one of these myself very, very long ago, my god. And yeah, the motor is actually in the back, so you have the trunk in the front, which is super, super safe, I'm sure. I love how you contrasted picking up a really shadowy, powerful figure and not too long after that punk Tsetso who claims he runs things. Yeah, that was deliberate. We will see Tsetso in a bit. Already enjoying my time. I'm staying to the end of the stream. Awesome. We're gonna be streaming for about, I mean, I'm gonna see how it goes, but I would say like 2 to 3 hours probably. We see how it goes. Was the guy at the hotel reception modeled after you? Seemed yeah. So we definitely have an astute viewer over here. I also, since I've done all the characters in this game, I've taken the liberty to model one of them after myself, and we will see them, I think, I mean, not right away, but not so far down the line. I look a bit different. I don't have glasses, my hair is a bit different, and my beard is more grown, but yeah. The hotel receptionist is indeed yours truly.
Good job. See you later.
And then he drives away with all the files. Wonder if that will have a follow-up. So I'm gonna finish this mission and then one more, and then we're gonna take a whoops.
Hey.
Hey. And then we're gonna take a closer look at the city, at the open world and the side activities themselves. But first, one of my personal favorite characters, Tsetso. This one is actually based on a real figure, a real horrible person that caused a lot of trouble in the 90s. I can't really talk about a lot of the stuff that he did because of YouTube and Steam TOS, so I'm not gonna. But you can figure it out when you read the one of the after missions text scrolls. Hansa. So yeah, I'm laying it pretty strong into the green smaller car. Yeah, as I said, I'm not really paying 100% attention to the road and to other drivers because I keep looking at the chat, which is a bit to the left. But I'm trying my best, I promise. Okay, let's try another radio station. Fun fact, or I mean, maybe not such a fun fact, we tried getting a lot of original Slovak or other songs into the game, but the licensing process and the costs are frankly just too high for an indie studio of our size. It would be insane in comparison to the budget we have or had for the game. So we tried creating a bit of a custom radio stations with some of our sound designer friends and composers, and we will see what the future brings in terms of royalty music.
Listen, do you know who I am? Bratislava is my fucking city.
Bratislava is his fucking city.
Faggot. Write it on that shiny head of yours. Got it, Setso. Noted. You better keep my name out of your fucking mouth.
So now I'm left with 0 crowns. Awesome. We're gonna have to find a way to make money. But first I'm gonna head home.
Is anyone awake?
Dispatch here.
Description. Gypsy in his late 30s. He introduced himself to me as Tsetso. Do you have something on this guy?
Tsetso. He's a well-known brand. Give me a second. Well, prison thug. He got out thanks to those famous amnesties. Aggressive. Known as Tsetso, but also called the Demon of Bratislava. He's a real asshole. Conveniently, there's a big meetup.
So the nickname Demon of Bratislava is the real nickname that was used for the guy in the 90s.
And it looks like Tsetso will be as well.
Sony offered them premium licensing prices through SME because they were selling PS2s via their game popularity. Oh, I'm sorry, it's one message behind. The irony is that companies who work directly with Sony, like Rockstar did on Vice City, had reduced prices for the soundtrack. Yeah, I mean, of course, if we would be as popular, I think we could get a better deal as well. Sadly, smaller studios don't have that luxury. Yes, exactly what Sergio is saying. Okay, so this is... Wait, I'm just gonna head out for just a second. This is our main character's apartment. This is a typical communist or post-communist structure. There's still a lot of them, IRL, in the capital. With a slight difference that some clever guy at some point in the 2000s thought of a great idea to lighten it up a bit. So now They are not uniformly gray, but most of them are in some color scheme or other. So the part that we are currently in, the southern part of Bratislava, Petržalka, it has a lot of those, and IRL, it looks like a very colorful meadow from high up. A classic, the lift is out of service, use the stairs. And this is definitely for authenticity's sake, not because we were too lazy to create a working elevator. Wink, wink. This is by far my favorite tutorial prompt. This is the most important prompt in the game, guys. You open the door by walking through it. I'm not saying this to be funny, or maybe I am, it's in part, but in our test playthroughs, you wouldn't believe how many people needed this hint, including some of us. Not me, definitely not me. I know how to walk through doors. There we go. Just push them. I'm the greatest gamer alive. Soft body physics on cars and functioning blinkers are just like from Mafia, the City of Lost Heaven from 2002. I really like it. It looks like driving game with story and guns. Yes, it is a driving game with story and guns, but a lot of non-driving activities as well. And yeah, we are pretty proud of our vehicles and all the functionality that they include. So this is an example of the text scroll I mentioned before. After every story mission, we do a little reference to the real event that includes, or not every time, but sometimes they include some quotes from relevant persons and a source. This time it was a journalist from Deník N, which is a newspaper over here. Are there any plans to improve locomotion in the future? Game seems polished, but walking feels stiff. Yes, we are looking into that as well. So this is our humble apartment, a living room, a bathroom. I don't know what's behind this door, sadly. It will remain a mystery. And our kitchen with a nice balcony that we can check out the street from. Awesome. I actually went to school not far from here, IRL, to high school. So we can start a new mission, we can save our game, and we have a closet that we can change into some of our outfits. Some are unlockable, some are necessary for missions, but if you're not on a specific mission, you can basically do all or any of them. So we have a suit, we have a heist suit, we have some nice coveralls, and we have the underwear model as well as some that will remain a mystery for now, and when we unlock them, I will show them off. So let's just stay in the casual one. And let's start up the second story mission, and after that we will look into some of the side activities. Stefan Pohlotko is asking if we are planning to release the game on PS5. So we get this question a lot in regards to a potential console release. We actually had, this is a behind the scenes game dev story.
And what can I do for you?
And we had
It's too late for good mornings.
We had
There's
a
been a certain unpleasant
conversation
situation.
with a known publisher during last year's Gamescom that we attended, and
May I come in? I'm sure
one of the,
if I keep my shoes on.
let's say, conditions of the deal was that we would release on consoles as well. The trouble is, it's not, I mean, it's maybe obvious, but it's not easy to port a PC game to consoles. And it's not like you're doing stuff from zero, but it's still a very huge endeavor, and it just didn't fit our timeline. And we would consider it in the future if the game would attain the right level of success, of course. But for now, it's not planned. It's not planned. We're releasing on PC. Hopefully, for those who don't really have a high-end gaming PC and just have a console, you guys may look forward to GeForce Now support, cloud gaming, for those who don't know. It should be supported somewhere around March from the latest info that we got. That's also a kind of a behind-the-scenes game dev story. We also talked directly to NVIDIA representatives during Gamescom, and there's basically no problem in getting... Oh, I can't repair the car because I don't have money, because Setso robbed me. Awesome. So I guess we're gonna have to just drive around with a banged up car. But anyways, as I was saying, we talked to NVIDIA people directly during Gamescom, and there's no problem with us getting GeForce Now support. It's just that there's apparently a huge queue of games that they need to onboard, and it's not an automatic process. They need to check the game out thoroughly, from what I gather. But at this point, they assure us it's just a matter of time. Are you guys going to replace the NPCs that share the same mesh template as Milan and Laura? So this is an interesting question. I'm not really sure what you mean, because Milan is definitely a unique mesh template. He's 100% custom made. And Laura is one of our so-called headshot models or characters. So we have two types of NPCs or characters in all in the game. One type is just custom made based on no one, or based on real life people that we didn't want to make the headshot version of for some reason. And then there's the headshot ones that are done via a very nifty plugin in the software that we use for character creation, which can model the mesh and project a texture based on a picture of the person. So a lot of the story characters are made this way, including Laura. So literally Laura is based on a photo of the real life voice actor in the Slovak version. So there's no NPC that has the same template as her. And Milan, even though he's not a headshot character, he's 100% unique and custom made. Yeah, you might have seen some that are similar, maybe because of clothes or hairstyles. We don't really have 200 different hairstyles and 3,000 unique outfits. But yeah, as I said, Laura is unique. IRL and in the game. So, for those who weren't following the game and were instead following my yapping, we are currently following a journalist that wants to blow the whistle on us, or rather not on us, but on a politician taking those files that we stole from the Institute one mission ago. So we are supposed to scare him into not doing that, which is something that actually happened a lot back in the 90s. And I mean, I don't want to get overly serious, but may still be happening today as well, all over the world. So we have a little nifty photos that tell us what kind of car and person we are following, and also a hint about where he lives. And we just need to follow him without them noticing us. Fun fact, since the release, we had to apply so many fixes to specifically this mission because of the NPC traffic, so that the journalist doesn't somehow get stuck or destroy it or cause a traffic jam on his own. And so almost every time we create a new build before a patch, this is one of the first things that we check out if it's still working as intended. Yeah, it's precisely because of stuff like this that we need to keep checking the game. So, for those who do not know, the game is made in Unity. We also use Blender for a lot of the model work. I can, I think, safely say that most of our assets are handmade or custom made in any manner. We also use a software called Character Creator that I mentioned earlier in regards to, well, creating characters. Sorry, excuse me. People underestimate how many systems there are in an open world and how randomly they could break. This is like the alpha and omega of everything in terms of, yeah, open world game development. There's so many bits and pieces that need to work together and on their own that it's insane the amount of stuff we need to keep track of. And the amount of stuff which can, yeah, break at any given point in time.
Yes?
Mel, I've got your pension for you.
That doesn't arrive today.
A pre-election surprise from the Prime Minister.
Ah, how nice. Doors open.
So this short exchange with an elderly neighbor, I'm not gonna say it's based on a real event, but it's really grounded in the reality over here still to this day. And yeah, of course, another non-functioning elevator. People that somehow wanted to get in these kinds of buildings very often made up stuff along the lines of being the postman and bringing either like a bill or the pension for elderly, and the sadly naive elderly would most of the time let them in. Another fun fact, in this house where the journalist lives, the other flats are occupied and have the names of a lot of our crowdfunding backers. There's a couple of places like this that have the names. We were really surprised how well received the crowdfunding campaign was back when it started 2 years, maybe it's even 3 years ago, maybe now. I'm sure I'm gonna mention some of the other rewards along the way as well. I really like the smaller logo with the fishbone. Yeah. Hi, I need to buy a new machine for your game. After the last update, I can't play anymore and I miss it. Virtual Bratislava is awesome. After the last update, I mean, the game should run a lot better on your computer after the last update. We tested it on several different machines, and all across the board we had, I think, 30 to 40% increase in FPS. Maybe if you're already in our Discord, you could tag us in feedback or the bug channel or whichever channel you like with your PC specs. Maybe send a player log and we can check it out. What's going on? Please don't hurt me.
Take whatever you want.
I will
Seriously,
take a wallet.
It's not worth it
I need
for
money.
me, please.
Yes,
Take my
250
wallet.
crowns.
It's
I'm
on the
rich.
table.
If you want to keep your fingers for typing, don't fuck with the missing files. Comprende?
Oh, right. Yeah. I'm sorry. I was only doing my job. I'm sorry. Please, don't hurt me.
Okay. So, I think we scared him enough. Stay there. Okay. Let's get the hell out of here. So, how does vehicle tree collisions work? And are trees as resistant against cars as in GTA? Or will the tree not stop me in a high speed? So, in keeping with a historic tradition of open world games, of not being consistent in the objects that can stop your car or can't, some of our trees won't stop your car and some of them definitely will. The same goes for telephone or electricity or lamp poles and other stuff you may find strewn around the city. What was the biggest FPS killer, lightning or world asset streaming? Great question. I will have to mark this one down though, because this is a bit more technical than I would be able to answer. But I will talk about it in the next stream. Crashes into tree in 300 for 30 mph. Yeah. Okay. I can show you a bit on my way back to the apartment.
I'm sorry. I was only doing my job.
So this is your regular streetlight pole. So when not on a mission, you can make money by cab driving. This is one of our side activities that we added in autumn of last year. And as it clearly states, in between missions, you can pick up random people that light up on the minimap and bring them to a destination for a fee. And contrary to popular belief, this is one of the better ways of making money in Vivat Slovakia.
That kind of girl. I'm a journalist. I go there to write. That's all.
So Milan's having
Don't
some
just write about taxis. I tried to find various topics about Bratislava.
I better go check
thoughts
out Laura.
about this last mission, and he's thinking about Laura being also a journalist, and since he kind of likes her, he wants to check up on her. So there's our first customer. I'm gonna pick him up while trying not to run over someone else, and I'm gonna take him where he needs to go. And then we're gonna see about some other side activities that we can do in between missions. Is the whole Bratislava accessible? How big is the map and what is at its end border? So I mentioned at the start of the stream, the map is roughly 10 kilometers squared. It's not the whole of Bratislava, of course. We had to make some adjustment. It's also not 100% one-to-one to scale. Some of the streets are missing, some are shorter, some are longer, depending on what we needed. But we have the whole of Old Town, we have most of Ružino district and some of the New Town district. And we also have a half of Petržalka, which is the southern district on the southern bank of the Danube River. And yeah, I think even though we didn't get all the parts that are more on the outskirts of the city, the map is a significant size. I'm writing in English, so all them can read. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, some of our viewers may be Slovak. As I said, we want to do the dev streams in English so that we can reach a wider audience. There's been a lot of coverage in the Slovak language of our game so far, including streams, not from us, from other people. So we wanted to do some English-speaking ones as well. You missed the oak tree. Can you go to Michalska Brana? I want to see my apartment. Careful, careful, not to dox yourself. So we can go to the vicinity of Michalska Brana. We are near, so I will indulge you, and it seems that our passenger is going in the same direction as well. So we can check that out. But at this point in time, the entrances to the... what's the word? Like in every major city, mostly in Old Town district in the center, there's like a zone where you cannot go with your car. It's just for pedestrian zone. I'm not sure if that's the right phrase. And yeah, Michalska Brana is right over here, but you cannot go through it at this point since the pedestrian zone of Old Town is still under construction. And there's a genuine, authentic sign telling us so. In Slovak, no less. Chill, bro, it's a hotel only. Nice. Must be a nice hotel when it's near Michalska Brana. Anyway, here you can see some cars mating in the wild. And yeah, what we'll check out first. We already did a little taxi cab side mission. I'm tempted to do a time trial, because I enjoy those. No, we're not taking you. So the first time trial is over here near the castle. And yeah, we're gonna go there, check out if I can do it on my first try. I gotta admit, there's 3 medals, bronze, silver, gold in the time trials. I'm not sure if to this day I managed to get all the time trials to gold yet. I'm probably good on doing bronze on the first try. I'm not sure, but it's a great way to see a lot of the city where the story missions don't take you, and you can get some new cars unlocked that way as well. And if you do some of the better times and earn a silver or a gold medal, you can get some customizations for your car unlocked as well. Some finishes and some underglows. Will trams be rideable? I mean, like a passenger. I will have to get back to you on that. Dude, how can you miss on kidnapping black ambulance? Yeah. I took it for granted. I'm sorry. I didn't really register it. Oh, no. Okay.
Here.
Involuntary cab driver. Wow.
I'm such a bland.
I did not want to pick her up, but never mind. I'm just gonna...
for a second, and it felt like we crashed.
I love the little reaction lines that the passengers tell you, depending on if you crash or not. Cool ideas at the Christmas market on Christmas. I mean, yeah, Christmas is still a bit of time off, but yeah, we will see. Can you install mods plugins in the game? I mean, not at the moment, because I'm pretty sure there are no mods for this game as of now, but if the modding community comes up with something, I mean, I'm sure we will have nothing against it. Actually, give me a sec, guys. I will just do a little customization to my layout here so that I can see the chat a bit better. Because I feel like I keep missing some of your messages, and I feel bad for that. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. There we go. Is this some? Oh, I mean, yeah, we can do this quickly. And then I'm gonna take great care not to take any more random passengers before I start the time trial. I'm gonna do like 1 or 2 of the time trials so that you can see some various ones, and then check out some other stuff on the map. Cool idea number 2. Make the colors a bit brighter. I mean, it all depends on the time of the day and the let's say light preset that you are currently on. So this is kind of an overcast day, so there's not really that much bright colors. I was on the main road. Come on. Cool idea 3. Add a very rare random event where you can see the DeLorean time machine appear in the distance. I mean, I like Back to the Future reference as much as anyone. I mean, if you haven't seen the side story missions that we added in the, I think in the December update, there's something for you there, I think. Or other Easter eggs. Yeah, there's, trust me, there are a lot of Easter eggs in the game.
See ya.
See ya. Okay, let's see. There. This is a feature that we are extremely proud of, our custom waypoints. We didn't have that when we went into early access release back in April 2024. It's basically, or was basically, the most sought after feature that we got requested through either Steam discussions or on our public Discord. We try to really give you, the community, and our players as much as you want into the game. Without you, this game wouldn't be possible, and I think we managed pretty well on that front as well, if I do say so myself. Don't do brighter, this is how everything looked back then. Yeah, I mean, Bratislava in the 90s was kind of a gray monochrome, or monotone, I'm not really sure. But there's weathers and light presets that show off the city in a bit of a brighter way as well. We got a really nice sunset one, for example. And for me, I mean, you can imagine that I've played the game through a lot since the release and even before. But still, if I'm just playing it and driving through, it's so nostalgic for me because I grew up in the 90s. I grew up, I'm not gonna say where exactly, but it's somewhere in this part of Petržalka. And so, having lived in Bratislava most of my life, I do recognize basically all of the locations, all of the buildings, and some of the like smaller features like playgrounds and I don't know, like the bus stops, for example. You don't see them, or maybe somewhere on the outskirts, but not generally anymore. So it's very nostalgic and it triggers a lot of core childhood memories for me to be able to drive through basically what is a childhood version of Bratislava. And I think we're gonna take a, thanks to the way the waypoint is guiding us. Or no, not taking a shortcut? Ah, okay. I was hoping that we would take a shortcut through the tunnel that goes right there under the Bratislava castle. Which, fun fact, not so long ago still was a very popular place to go for urban exploring, because there's a lot of old catacombs under the castle, which are, let's say, kinda accessible from the tunnel that goes under there, and which is used by trams. Sorry, I can't buy the game as I don't have a credit card yet, but I want to see the final result and maybe I'll get it as a gift or something. Do you plan on making multiplayer? Yeah, maybe as a mod in the future when the modding community is very active, but for now it's not in the cards. I hope that you will take a look at it when it's out in its final form. In the meantime, feel free to wishlist it. It means a lot to us as well. Which sane person would get into that taxi? I mean, it still runs. It's fine. It's fine. So here we go, there's the castle. We're gonna take a closer look at that during some of our later side activities. And this is the parliament, the National Council of the Slovak Republic. And here's our first time trial. Sec, I'm gonna check some messages that I maybe missed as well. I'm not sure if the game's world and mechanics can sustain multiplayer as they weren't made with it in mind. I mean, there would definitely have to be some heavy adjustments in that case, and yeah, as I said, that's not in the cards right now. Is the factory on Kopčianska Street where the Wolf Laser Airsoft Arena, where I often play, in the game? That would be sick. I know the place that you speak of because I actually played some airsoft there myself. I'm not really sure if it's there, but I will check it out after a while, okay? I promise. Also add another Easter egg idea, add AEG, electric airsoft gun noises in that building instead of normal factory sounds. That is a good idea. I genuinely like that idea. That would be a really nice Easter egg for people who know about that spot. So, let's see if I can do this on my first try. And I'm sorry, I'm just gonna... Oh no, let's have some music. I'm pretty confident that I could do it on my first try for at least bronze, if not maybe silver. Oh my god, there's bots in the chat! I'm gonna go through chat after I finish the time trial, yeah? This is stressful! Don't stress me out! Yeah, no, this is fine. The first time trial is kinda easy. Maybe not on your first try, but second or third max you have to do bronze. Or it's a skill issue. Insert smack face meme. And we made a lot of people asked us for turning off the traffic during time trials, and I personally absolutely disagree. Oh yeah, silver, awesome. I personally absolutely disagree with that notion, because having the traffic on during these time trials is what makes them more challenging and interesting and more random. Big Jim XXX, welcome to the stream. Also a lot of names that I would be hard pressed to pronounce. Welcome to the stream. I see that a lot of you are bots. And yeah, since the spamming kind of seems like it stopped, I don't really care. Also, hello Alois Motil, I share love, no one cares. I care. I care. So, I unlocked a new car underglow, and it's basically the car underglow that you see on the car that was used for the time trial, as well as the spray finish that's on the car. And now I can apply it to all of my cars once I buy some and once I get a garage. I don't think I don't have things like buying new cars and buying garages. Will have to wait till at least the next entry in our dev streams, because I will have to make a lot more money to get them. Okay, so where's the second time trial? It's over here. Awesome. Since my own car is somewhere over here, I'm just gonna... No, this one's ugly. I mean, this one's also a taxi, so let me just...
Police, get out of the car!
Commandeer that one. Thank you. It's a bit dirty though. Oh yeah, this is one of our newer cars, if not maybe the newest. I'm not really sure. If our car designer is watching, maybe he can confirm or deny. But I'm pretty sure this car was added in the latest patch just a couple of days ago. I was the first backer on the Start Lab, but unfortunately can't play the game. Could you guys please allow the game on GeForce Now? I already mentioned this earlier in the stream. We already talked directly with NVIDIA representatives in regards to GeForce Now, and it is still just a matter of time. But it should be there for the full release at the latest, I hope. Is it a Felicia car in the game? I saw Favorite is there too, even with box superstructure. I really liked that. Is there any more Czechoslovak vehicles, Tatras for example, sedans or trucks? Yes, there are a lot of those vehicles in the game. We do have Felicia and we do have Favorite in the game as well, but they're of course called different for legal reasons. How about BB spilled on the ground near the arena entrance? And how about an airsoft paintball minigame there? Ooh, I mean... I'm not gonna say that an airsoft paintball minigame wouldn't be awesome, but I'm not sure if we can, at this point, fit it into the timeline. But we will see, maybe after release. Feel free to write that down under the ideas channel in the Discord. +1 for GeForce Now option to play this game. Yeah, we're really trying hard. We're regularly pinging our contact in NVIDIA in regards to this, and believe me, we would want nothing more than to be able to tell you guys that yes, you can play Vivat Slovakia on GeForce Now right now. There is a list of cars online. It has everything. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, probably on the fan-created wiki. How about the playable? Yeah. You should add a cooldown in the stream to avoid bot spam. Yeah, this is starting to get a bit... This is starting to get a bit annoying. So I'm just gonna time out or end or block a couple of users. Just give me a moment. And that should do it. Yeah, let's see if I can do the second time trial on my first try. Yeah, I bet you weren't expecting this. Time trial with a 4x4 Jeep. With a sexy underglow, nonetheless. I'm gonna admit that this is not one of my most favorite time trials, but let's see. I mean, I do remember the path, so it is a bit easier for me in comparison to few players that will be doing it on their first time. But still, some of the corners are not user-friendly. Yeah, stairs. And some other stairs. And no, come on. Maybe I can still manage it. Yeah, no, I messed it up. Sub to Vivat Slovakia. Yes, please do, and thank you. What weapons are there? AK, VZ, it says at 1911. We can check out all the weapons after I do the time trial. We can go to our local munitions shop called Munition, which is a real shop that still operates. How about after finishing the game and make a DLC, Vivat Slovakia 2025? Pizza story of Prime Minister. Would be interesting, for sure. Okay, let's do some more. I want some better music. Yeah. More fitting music for driving my car. No, this is not it. Yeah, this is good. Oh, come on! Everyone is in my way. Okay, careful now down the stairs. Okay. We got this. Oh, we got this. Okay, we got this. Okay, I think the hardest part is over. Hopefully. Yay, Munichak in the game. Yeah, it was actually one of our first cooperations. I don't know if that's the right word, with a real life brand that we put in the game, and we have added some more since then, and it's been a blast. Yup, sorry. Gotta break a few eggs. Let's go. Almost there. Yeah, this is gonna be a bronze, I'm pretty sure. Time trials, it's funny part of the game. I mean, it's to break up the... No! Oh my god, did you guys see that? I was so close to that was the last time trial gate, and because of traffic. Yeah, shit happens. Anyway, I'm not gonna go for a third try. You guys get the gist. Time trials, yay. Is there any Japanese import cars? I think I saw Miata on the sidewalk just a while ago. Yes, you saw. Good eye. Yeah, there's actually a Miata in the game. Yeah. So what or who is Munichak? I am from Slovakia but emigrated 20 years ago. So it's basically a shop with guns and accessories for guns and tactical clothing and stuff like that. I think most of their business comes from airsoft, not from actual guns, but I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. I myself have bought an airsoft rifle from them not so long ago, and we can check them out. And we actually, the cashiers in both of the locations in the game are modeled after actual people that are that run Munichak. And in the original Slovak dub, their voices are in the game as well. It's prominent in Bratislava, but I think they also have stores in other cities at this point. Random Fryer, welcome to the stream. Hello. So we're gonna check out Munichak now. Yeah, I haven't reminded anyone new coming to the stream in a good bit. So the game is now heavily discounted. We had the daily deal from Steam on Tuesday, and the discount goes until the next Tuesday. For 7 days, the game is 30% off. It's the biggest discount that we had thus far. And yeah, if there's ever been a good time to buy the game, I think it's now, because this is the smoothest that it's ran since the release to early access, and it's the cheapest. So here's Munition. It's a shame we have low light now, but yeah, the logo is fairly visible over here. Yeah. Okay, so let's check out some of the weapons that we can buy in the game.
Well, you again.
Hello there. So, yeah, okay, I still don't have enough money. Oh my god. Okay. But, I mean, at least we can check them out here on the display. So we have the basic handgun, we have an SMG, shotgun, automatic rifle, sniper rifle, and then somewhere over here, yeah, this is a grenade launcher that may not look like it, but it's actually modeled after a real gun. I'm gonna say sorry and tell you guys that specific names for all the guns, I will keep them on hand for the next dev stream and get back to you, but all of these are based on IRL weapons that were available around the wild 90s. We gotta make some money. I mean, I could do some other story missions to make more money. Yeah, I think that will be the best way, because I'm 100% sure that on the next mission I can make a lot of money, actually. So let me do the next story mission, and then we can check out some of the things that you can buy in Vivat Slovakia. Yeah, so the next mission starts over here. And for those of you who joined after we did the first two missions, we basically bullied and scared the journalist to not write about some sensitive stuff that we were involved in, and then our main character got a bit of a guilty conscience and wanted to check up on Laura, the journalist that we met in the first mission, and make sure she's okay and that she's not doing anything dangerous. I love discount, going to buy. Yeah, awesome. That's why we do them. The shop assistant at Munichak is weird shouldering. Yeah, I noticed that as well. I'm gonna take a look at that after the stream. Kosa Skorpik approved. Awesome. I'm glad you like the guns. So here, over here in this building, is where my accountant works. Fun fact. So, and this is one of the old police cars that you could see driving around right after the fall of the communism. A very distinctive color scheme. Whoops. Oh my god. I'm driving like a moron. And we're here. Another IRL location. Hotel Saloon. Just the name was changed a bit. And for those of you who noticed that in your playthroughs that the hotel receptionist kinda looks similar to myself, yes, this is me. The lighting isn't the best in this scene, and my hair is different and my beard is different, and I don't have glasses in the game, but yeah, this character was indeed modeled after me. Looks more like Mafia to me more than anything GTA. Yeah, I mean, at times It looks like GTA at times, it looks like Mafia at times, it can look like Saints Row. That's just in the eyes of beholder. This game looks so like GTA, but in a good way. Really nice game. I will try game after the stream. Awesome, awesome. I appreciate that. So, next mission. Giddy up. We're going to Horsies.
Hey, Laura. You got a minute?
Sure. Good to see you, Milan. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I just don't know if you heard about that journalist.
I did, although I wish I hadn't. And it's not the first time either. I'm honestly sick of it. Did it hit you that hard, too?
It's more like I'm wondering if you're okay, and, you know, I just don't know that much about you, and as a journalist, if you're writing about the wrong people, I just don't want anything to happen to you.
I appreciate it, Milan. To be honest, I'm a bit scared. I hardly go out anymore.
Then let's go out for some fresh air.
Do you like horse racing?
I'm more familiar with fish, but I'll give horses a try too.
I got a tip on the winner, but
He's more familiar with fish. Remember that. That's foreshadowing.
To unwind a bit.
Unwinding is exactly what I need. May I accompany you today, miss?
It would be my pleasure.
Thanks for preserving the building that isn't anymore in BA, like Istropolis. Dom odborov Eroha. Yeah. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of the buildings, and some of them very iconic buildings, that we have in the game aren't there anymore, IRL. So the game kind of works like an archive as well.
So you're saying
this hotel
it's a sure thing, huh?
is there
Do you have these kinds
still,
of predictions often?
but others aren't.
Let's
So,
just say
we're gonna take a longer trip this time across one of our bridges into the heart of Petržalka to the horse racing
So you're not seeing each other
circuit.
It was all
Is that the right
intense.
phrase? I'm not sure.
Towards the end, I really wanted to close the chapter with him and his gang. But in the end, fate took care of it on its own.
What? Is he 6 feet under?
I don't know. He disappeared without
So I
a
like
trace,
driving
and
around with Laura because most of the time, Milan doesn't really say that much. He's not a man of many words. But when he's with Laura, he opens up a bit more.
No, not at
And
all.
we get to
I'm more afraid that
find out what kind of person he is.
I might be next.
He's very misunderstood. He's not just a bold thug doing dirty work for the mob and the politicians.
Pluck those bookies.
That's right. Bookmakers everywhere tremble.
Nice view of the skyline of Bratislava.
Please drive carefully.
I am driving carefully. Oh, close one. Post office that I remember from my childhood over there. The so-called red post office. There we go. Horse racing ring. I used to go there with my brother and my father when I was little. And it still works. I think every Saturday there's horse racing. So this is part of the story mission, but afterwards you can come here just for fun and to make some money if you're lucky enough. I'm gonna bet on the worst odds but the best payout and do the biggest bet that I can because I need the money. And hopefully we will win. Wink, wink.
Majestic animals, aren't they? Did you know that horses can
So this is something you can enjoy while getting yourself a drink in between missions.
With those hooves, it's probably
And
difficult
yeah,
for them
if
to
you're
blow
lucky,
their nose.
you get to make some money.
You know, when horses are sick, they immediately put them down.
Jesus, where'd you hear that?
Are there
Everyone
plans
loves
for
their
Milan
horses
to
and
start
invests
a
a lot of
conservative
money.
party in the next
No one would
installations?
just get rid of their horse
I'm-
like that.
I'm sorry, I'm not really sure I understand the question. Good luck with the game. Wishlisted. I will keep an eye on your progress, guys. See you next time. Thank you. We really appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully you will join us for the next dev stream.
From a broken leg because they need to stand on all four legs. They can't function with just three.
Ugh, that's gotta be a terrible feeling. Pointing a gun at an innocent animal.
I think they put them down with injections, but
Yeah, maybe nowadays,
let's not talk about
but
that anymore.
not so much of a fun fact. I actually witnessed
Or any other horse.
a horse falling down, breaking its leg,
No.
and actually
Not even
getting
those
shot
jockeys.
during horse races. I mean, it wasn't done right in front of the audience. They went some ways away, but the gunshot was audible. When's the next update? Bro, I mean, the last update was 3 days ago, 2 days ago.
We'll call it even if you drop me back at the hotel.
Give us some time,
You can
please.
pay me back with a coffee there.
We're really focusing on finishing the story missions and polishing the game for the final release at the moment. Excuse me. You've made enough money to buy a new car. You can find selections of cars to buy at Evans Customs. Great. So it's the little icon, the car with the key over here, and one is over here as well. We're gonna check that out later on, because I don't really want to spend money on a car yet. Not before I get a garage. And yeah, I'm pretty sure my sound just died. I'm not sure if it's the game or it's the stream. So just give me a sec, guys. I hope that it will fix itself. Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm not holding you
There
up,
we go.
right? And if so, I can take the bus.
Of course not. I like
No,
driving
why
with
would you take the bus?
Am I one of the better customers?
Yes.
Definitely prettier. And you have almost all your teeth. That's a nice change.
Rude.
We had a lot of fun
Still going to work?
during
Should we celebrate
the recording of these voice lines.
I'd love to, but I'm on a deadline, and I don't even have a solid topic for an article yet.
You know, maybe I could occasionally pass along some tips from readers or more rough stories. You know, just what I hear.
Do your customers often talk to you about those?
Sort of.
I'm a little suspicious of you just being a taxi driver.
Duh.
What do you mean?
You don't have to say anything if you don't want to, of course. I'd hate to ruin what we have.
Well, I do some occasional jobs besides driving the cab. Some good, some less good.
I understand. We all have to make do here in Slovakia. Not much has changed since the fall of the regime. Certainly not for the better.
A fucking centrifuge, this place. It feels like all the bad things are coming back.
I would like to pass the cops, but I'm scared of getting a wanted level. I don't want to do that. I will try though.
I mean, if you don't mind me asking.
If I'm... If I'm...
I wasn't putting on
Yeah.
hunting witches.
Okay. I managed to do that without triggering the wanted level. Great.
No, you don't have to worry about anything. I'll keep an eye out for those without a wart on their nose.
Oh.
Yep, I just went into a
So warm.
So don't burn yourself.
one-way street from the opposite way, but we will make do.
Please
Yeah.
drive carefully.
Don't you see? I'm not hitting any cars.
Road, Milan.
There's the popo. Better act normal. Wow, game is pretty big, 60 gigs of space for an indie studio. It's a massive big game. Yep. Yep. That's what people tell us. I mean, it took us some time, but yeah. It was a huge undertaking. Yeah, 10 kilometers squared is about the size of Mafia 2's map for scale, and 50 vehicles, more than 50 vehicles at this point, is about how many GTA 3 had, yeah. And since we had a lot of custom cars and custom NPCs, the sizes tend to get larger. Oh, so the mission isn't over yet.
He's causing a ruckus at the Auschwitz restaurant. It's on the Danube, Petrelka side.
Yeah, so we got
the police patrol has responded to the report. So it's up to you. Be careful. Over.
Thanks. I'll go check it out. Trotter out.
So we got an echo on our friend Setso that robbed us during the first mission. And we're gonna go and see if we can educate him a bit on manners. Wink, wink. For anyone new watching, if you haven't joined our Discord yet, feel free to do so. You can post questions there, or just, you know, keep up with the development and the news and the community, which is growing quite large. Also, don't forget to check out the game on Steam and wishlist it if you haven't already. The game is on a huge discount at the moment. And if you already played the game and you liked it at least a bit, you're welcome to leave us a positive review. It means a lot. You have no idea how much that means to us. Finally racing. Yeah. I mean, we were horse racing before, and before that we did some time trial racing. Oops. As you can see, I'm not the best of drivers. Why do some cars on the road have open trunks? A bug? So we get this question a lot, and there's another car like this. And it's actually not a bug, it's just not noticeable at a distance, but it's because the cars are transporting some kind of furniture which wouldn't fit with the trunk open, with the trunk closed, and this is how people actually did it back then and do it you know, nowadays as well. So the ones with the open trunks are purposefully opened. There we go, there's our friend with some of his friends. Let's see what happens.
I'm gonna kill him right here in the parking lot.
Have you lost your mind? They'll have us locked up tonight if you do this.
Gentlemen, I don't mean to interrupt your business meeting, but Mr. Tsetso here left something in my cab.
And who the hell are you?
Payback time. There we go. That's what you deserve.
Michael here 32
for stealing my 200 crowns.
15 years behind bars. Swing by my hotel sometime. Holiday Saloon in Ruzhinov. You'll get a taste.
What a nice coincidence. Laura also works there. Or I mean, not work, but she goes to ride there.
Yellow topper on your roof, do you?
People transporting furniture are a lot less common. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many people do this. I mean, yeah, I mean the spawn chance of that kind of car could be lower, I guess. Yeah.
I suppose he had a ticket to the cemetery more than a hospital for some time. Back to work.
Martin Madrazo reference. Good eye, good eye. Will Side B continue the trend of static motion cutscenes, or do you plan on a different approach? I'm not at liberty to discuss that at the moment. You will have to. For this, you will have to find out for yourselves when the time is here. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna go home, and since I made some money, I could check out some of the stuff that I can buy for it. Maybe we could get a different different main car, a better one. And if I don't, I'm gonna say if I don't have enough money for the specific car that I want, because I can't remember the price of it on top of my head, I will just do some side activities until I have the amount of money that I need. How about a functional metro public traffic system? So we can have a metro in Bratislava, just virtual when we can't get in the real world. Maybe for fast travel things. So the funny thing about the metro or subway in Bratislava is that we were supposed to have one, and I think it started, the construction plan started somewhere around the 90s, but it never moved forward for some reason. And yeah, so adding it into the game wouldn't kind of make sense, because it, you know, actually wasn't there at the time and still isn't. Would be fun though. We do have fast travel on the map. I can show you right after. So Tuti, which is the person that Tsetso is based on, had a permanent room at Kiev Hotel where he would bring girls whether they wanted to go or not. The ones who were R-word, and there were quite a few, didn't dare to speak up, let alone sue. Tuti earned his bad reputation mainly because of his slights against taxi drivers. They remember him to this day. Mikuláš Che couldn't stand it and said he wouldn't leave Bratislava until he dealt with him. And events took such a turn that what happened, happened. The source is a controversial entrepreneur, M. Reichel, in the documentary TV show Mafiani by STVR. Local TV reference on the graffiti on the wall. Indeed. Are car doors bulletproof? The doors themselves, yes. The glass windows, no. You can shoot through the glass windows. Do you turn on and off the blinkers, turn signals manually? No, it's automatic. When you steer a certain amount. Yeah, that's the right explanation. So let's check out what kind of cars I can buy with the money I currently have. And for that, we will go to Ivan's Rides, which the nearest is over here, also in Petržalka. Not gonna spend any more money on the repairing of my car, since we're gonna be probably buying a new one. Can you drift? I mean, we have a handbrake, so there's not a drift, like a dedicated drift functionality like there was, I don't know, for example, in Need for Speed or something. But I mean, yeah, sure, you can drift with the handbrake. And burnout, that's a good question. I would have to try that out. Let me, yeah, no burning out, but you can drift. Another opened trunk car. Yeah, there's a lot of those. You would be surprised how many people, you know, were cheap on delivery services back then, and wasn't that common either. And so there were a lot of these running around. But no, that's just a joke. I agree that the spawn chance on that specific car could and should be lowered. Are there motorcycles? No. We do have regular bicycles, which I will get to at some point, but no motorcycles. I want to show off one other thing whilst we are here. You may recognize this as a staple in open world games where there are cars involved. This is actually a spot where you can bring commandeered, let's say commandeered cars. And here's a sign that lists all of the ones that Ivan is interested in, and he will pay you very good money for them once you bring them. So you can keep an eye out on when we step into a car like that, and we can bring it over here. That's also a really good way to make money. Let me just... maybe I'm not really sure, but maybe this random car actually is one of those that I can bring over. Would be nice to get a bit more money. Nope, nope, that's not the one. I'm sorry. I will keep a lookout for that as well. You have to add burnout to the game. Feel free to write it into the ideas and suggestions, and we will take a look at those. Are there airplanes? How about boats? No drivable, or I guess flyable airplanes, nor boats. We do have... We do have airplanes in the sky. Over there! You see that airplane? Over there, there's an airplane. It's very... And there's some contrails here and here as well. I'm not sure if you can see it on the stream, but there's a plane flying right there. No, so no planes at this point. We'll have to see. Okay, what can we buy? Come on. So this is our original car, just in a white color. We can buy this one. This was my first car ever that I bought with my own money. Good times, pleasant memories. Vehicle Passerati. I would really like to buy the DBW though for 7,000. That's some ways off though. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy this one because it's a lot better than the original one. And I'm gonna go with... What color should I go with, guys? We have a lot of colors that we can use in the game. Originally we had like 5 or 6, and we added a lot of different colors since then. And once you get the garage and you unlock some of the nicer spray paint finishes via the car time trials and combine them with these colors, it looks super awesome. That list is just like in Vice City. Yeah, what can I say? Can you climb to the top of the yellow crane? That's a no. To get a good view of the map. But there are places where you can get a pretty good view. I will show them to you later on. Lime is goated. I do like this one, but I wanted, to be honest, I wanted something a bit more different than the original green that we had. I think the green one is the... Which one is that again? Earthy? No. Is it here? Olive? Is it olive? No, that's a different one. Where's the original green one? Wine, bright red, smoke, silver, white. The original green one isn't there. Anyways, since there are no other suggestions, I mean, sure, I'm doing this for you guys. I'm gonna go with lime. And we have a nice... nice car over here that I spent almost all of my money on. I'm pretty sure you guys can guess what the in-game name of this car, Unsere Vehicle, is a reference to in terms of IRL brand. Okay, so we bought a new car. And Right now, we can either go do another story mission, or we could make some money. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you a couple of things. So let's I'm gonna show you the fast travel system that we have, since we don't have subway. I'm gonna show you the one that we have. Make this GUI scrollable with the mouse wheel. Yeah, that's a pretty good suggestion. Yeah. Honza says navy. I'm sorry, man. I'm already. But you can change the color anytime you want for free when you bring the car to either Ivan's rides, or once you own a garage of your own, you can change the colors for free anytime in the game. The only thing that you actually have to buy is the car itself, and for some other cars, not even that, you unlock them via the time trials. So here's the Petržalka train station, which is a real spot. And yes, in real life, it doesn't really connect to the other train stations or the main train stations in Bratislava and those that we have in the game, but for the purpose of the game, we did connect them. So we can go either to the main station or to Nove Mesto, which is new town, new city station. And let's check that out. Gotta go now. This game looks great, but I'd like to play when it's finished. Have a good night, guys. Yeah, thanks for being on the stream, and hope to see you again in the next one. Now we are at the new town train station, which is, we started off over here in the bottom of Petržalka, and we're at the top of the map over here. And the third spot we can fast travel to is, of course, the main train station. And it's just 10 crowns. It's a bargain. Can you go to the Airsoft Arena, please? It's near the Petržalka station. Oh, yeah, sure. So, just a second. This is the main train station over here. On the other side of the map. And yeah. I'm just gonna quickly fast travel back to Petržalka station, and we can check out if that building is over there before you go. So here's the Petržalka station, and if I'm not mistaken, the arena... Let me turn off the radio so I can focus on the location. The arena should be somewhere around here. Maybe somewhere more in the back. Yeah, somewhere more in the back, I think. It's supposed to be on Kopčianska, which is... Oh yeah, sorry, I have to... I'm not sure if it's exactly on the street where it's IRL. But I mean, this is the general region where it would be, and the building is kinda similar. I'm not really sure if it's the same though. Return back, okay. Maybe it's this one? I'm not sure. I haven't been there in a while. It's only FM car radio or in car, or could be version with tape double-sided, like for use custom MP3. You can use custom MP3 music from your local folder. Yeah. There's a custom radio station over there, and it plays songs that you place in a folder on your disk. Yeah. You need to go to Matadorka. Okay, I know how to get to Matadorka for sure. That's... Yeah, I'm not gonna find it on the map, but I can find it in the game. Matadorka, a very famous public swimming pool in Petržalka that still operates to this day. I have very fond memories. Whoops. No, the sidewalk is in fact not wide enough. Wow, carosabuses look really nice. Yeah, yeah. Authentic. I think... I'm not sure if I haven't missed it yet, Matadorka. I'm gonna just circle around the block. Out of my way. Traffic is horrible. Okay, so not around these houses. Just gonna circle back. Oh, we went here on our first mission, if you guys remember, but during the night time. Here's the place we stole the documents from. One right turn when facing down on the map. Okay, okay, okay. Let me find Matadorka first. I'm pretty sure we're very close. Nope, nope, that's a dead end. Making a fool out of myself over here. The same street that the station is. Okay, okay, okay. Oh yeah, here's Matadorka. Awesome. This is the swimming pool. Okay. So, and... do you have any idea where the building's supposed to be? Because I'm pretty sure, if anything, it's this one. On the left. Anywho, let me know. And in the meantime, I'm gonna continue checking out or showing off some other stuff. So we have a new car. We don't have a lot of money. And would be nice to earn some before the next dev stream. I'm probably gonna do that on my own though, so as to not have you guys watch me just earning money over and over again. And we can continue showing off some other stuff. So you guys saw the fast travel system. You mentioned that you would like to see some high spots or higher elevated spots that you can get a good view of the city from, and one of them luckily is very close to where we are, and it's the new bridge, or the SMP bridge, the Slovak National Uprising, yeah, Slovak National Uprising Bridge would be an apt translation, I think. It still operates as a restaurant to this day, and you can take an elevator that is actually in the leg of this structure and ride all the way up to the UFO restaurant. Gotta go now. Bye and have fun. Thanks for watching and see you next time. At Matadorka swimming area, someone stole my flip-flop and I needed to go home barefoot. I'm sorry to hear that. That's a shame. So here's the restaurant with a very nice view of the whole city, or most of it anyway. And the castle and the National Council, where we were before during the time trial. And contrary to popular belief, this restaurant does not rotate. It used to, but it does not. There's another restaurant like that actually rotates very slowly. And if we go in this direction, we can see it. The pointy structure over there, that's the radio and television tower on Koliba Hill, and and there's basically a similar restaurant to this one, and it rotates so you can get a full 360 view. It's very nice. Also from here you can go to even more elevated position. You don't need to pay to visit. No, you don't need to. I mean, not in the game. IRL you do need to pay. So yeah, you can check out the city from way over here as well. And yeah, you can also go over here if you'd like, because there's a hidden collectible which you need to shoot. One of the pumpkins. This was part of the Halloween update, and a really cool thing happens when you get all of the 50 pumpkins across the map. You get a very cool car that isn't just a unique model, but also has special functionality. That's an urban legend that UFO rotated. It never rotated. Only Kamzik TV tower rotating to this day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, this was the UFO. Oh yeah, since we are here, let me show you one other cool thing. I mean, it's just a nice reference to the authentic 90s. The boat you see moving across the Danube, it's called Propeller. And it was basically just ways to get from one side of Danube to the other for pedestrians. And I was very little when I rode it with my parents. I'm not sure if you had to pay for that or no. Maybe someone who remembers and is in the chat can let me know. But we decided to add that in. Oh no, no, I'm gonna miss it! No! Am I gonna... No, I don't want to miss it. Come on, come on. No, I'm gonna miss it. Okay. So basically, you can get on the boat and get to the other side. Obviously, it's a lot slower than just taking a car and driving across the bridge, but we wanted to have it there as a nice little reference to how it was in the 90s. So, but I think it's time for another story mission at this point. So I'm gonna head over home to check out where the story takes us. And maybe, yeah, before we start the mission, in the same location at home, I'm gonna show you guys one more cool thing. Or maybe, yeah, sorry, not the maybe. I don't have enough money for that. That's gonna be later on. It's needed pay for the ride. Ah, so yeah, Mildred remembers that you had to pay for the fare to get across. I've just been watching for 10 minutes or so, but can you sprint? I mean, this is walking, and this is sprinting. So yeah, I can sprint. And you get a nice Steam... I get a Steam achievement on... No, I know. I already have all the achievements. But yeah, you can get an achievement when you ride the boat. Au Café, yes? This is where today's Au Café is.
Excuse you.
Hello Mirka, welcome to the stream. Poggers wonders what's gonna happen next. Well, you'll have to wait and see. We're off to do another story mission. So far we rode a bunch of people around Bratislava, and then we harassed a journalist, and then we went to earn some money on the horse racing circuit with Laura, our quote-unquote love interest. And then we beat up Tetsu, the guy who robbed us during the first mission. And we caught the eye of someone who appears to be somewhat influential, if maybe not completely completely in the legal area of things figure, Jaroslav Belasi, and he invited us to his hotel. And we will definitely go there later on. Littlefinger Pub. Yep, Littlefinger Pub. It's a place that was there. Some of the names are, of course, changed. some were kept. So I keep mentioning the garages, just for the people watching and don't know about them. I don't have enough money to buy it yet, but one of the garages you can buy is right here in front of your flat. You can get it for a measly price of 10,000 Slovak crowns. And every one of these gray little car and roof icons on the map are other spots where you can buy garages, where you can then switch cars at any time, and of course customize them as well. So let's start another mission. Show must roll on. So I need to change into my suit for this mission, because we're doing something official. The lady in the dispatch told us so during our last mission. We're gonna go to the Two Gorillas police station, which is a literal translation from the name that it's called IRL. It's basically the police headquarters in Old Town. And yeah, the name isn't 100% the same in Slovak, but the translation is kinda literal. I'm getting my cars wrecked a lot. Because of chat. It's not my fault. I just want to be accommodating to you guys, read out all the messages, answer all the questions. And it's also more fun for me, because I don't need to talk to myself. But as I said, if you had any questions that I can't answer now or don't know how to, feel free to post them in our Discord. There should be a link in the description on the YouTube stream. And yep, there's a growing community over there. You can follow the development of the game. Any news gets posted there right away. And don't forget to check out the game on Steam. For those who joined later on, the game is currently heavily discounted at 30% discount because of the daily deal that started on Tuesday and will go for 7 days, so until the next Tuesday. And we're almost there. Good. Police station. I'm just gonna show you guys the photo mode that we implemented for people that can, you know, you want to take screenshots or something. You totally can. And the Two Gorillas police station actually has gorillas. IRL, it's got lions, but we thought this would be more funny. Are all elevators out of order? Yes. Other than the, I mean, the UFO restaurant one that we saw here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that at this point there aren't any other... Are there? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the only working elevator in the whole city. So yeah, let's see.
Great timing. Look alive. As always, we're in a hurry. We're gathering cards for the Prime Minister's motorcade. The route will go from the party headquarters in Munition to the presidential palace. Think you can handle it? The president called Mocha in to explain what the stolen files were supposed to mean. This is going to be intense.
Stolen files?
Haven't you heard? Important files went missing from the Research Institute, and fingers are being pointed at the Prime Minister.
The Prime Minister steals important files at night?
Not him personally. He could have sent someone or... A DBW is waiting for you down in the garage. I'll ask you to be gentle while you drive. the Germans refused to service it for us.
I'll be careful, as always.
Is raining in the game possible? It is. It is possible, but it's quite a technical challenge. And we are looking into that. No promises, though. So most of you might have noticed that at this point, we actually aren't a cab driver. The main character, Milan, is a taxi driver just as an undercover job. He's actually a policeman. But at the point where the story takes place, the police and the politicians and the mob were very much interconnected. And so police officers that were undercover were doing some dirty work for both sides. And not everyone knew about it, of course. So even though that shady guy sent us to steal the files, the regular police officer at the station has no idea that it was actually us stealing the files. Is he based on someone real? Who is? The main character, Milan? Because he's basically a combination of several different characters that were involved in the events that we are portraying in the game. So there's no one Milan character IRL. Most of the story characters... Oh, there's another pumpkin! Give me a second, guys. There we go. Most of the characters in the story, though, they are based on real-life characters that are currently not politically active anymore, or in jail, or dead. So no harm done, hopefully.
Trotter, stick to the car with the VIP. You're the one with the best view. If anything happens, report immediately. You're heading towards Vivat Arena.
So the VIP in this case is the Prime Minister. And we are escorting him to meet the then President. The game story of Vivat Slovakia reminds me of a sleeping dog story. I have to admit, I know the game, but I haven't played it. So I don't want to say that I know what you're referencing. If I may ask, do you plan fixing the double pantographs on Tatra Tetri tram? It does only have one in real life. Okay, so I'm not sure how to answer that, since I'm not the one designing those, but I can definitely forward this request and we can look into that. If you are in the public Discord, maybe you could send us like a reference photo and explain in detail what you mean, you know? That would be awesome. So we kept all the names of the streets as they are, or as they were, I guess. We tried to change as little as possible in terms of naming as well, but some stuff had to be changed, of course, because of legal reasons. So now we arrived at the presidential palace.
Alright, you've handled that well. What's your surroundings? The Prime Minister is currently meeting with the President for a friendly chat. After that, our VIP has to get to a vote in the National Council.
Great. We got an important job.
Guys, tune into Zimbabwe if you haven't already. Mufte's really laying into the old man over there.
That's your problem then. Nobody
So we're basically eavesdropping on the conversation between the president and the prime minister now.
You meant to say my party.
Excuse me?
Are you forgetting that without me, you would be nothing? Without me around, Slovakia wouldn't be either. Not a single penny of foreign investment will come in.
That will happen anyway, once the West finds out that the country's prime minister had confidential files brought in just to dig up dirt on everyone else.
I don't have time to discuss trivial matters. Surely you didn't call me here over a few musty sheets of paper?
I won't name Smiechota as the Minister of Privatization. It could be anyone else. Why him of all people?
Because he's the only one who will be able to get the money for early elections. And the fact that I have to explain it to you is reason enough for you to consider retirement. A lifetime pension is waiting for you, Mr. President.
So you can see, guys, that the things back then weren't as clear-cut as the president being at the top of the pecking order, where in actuality the prime minister was.
Worst is over. The final stop awaits the Parliament. We'll go, Sir Palisadi. I'm not sure if we got it close in time, so keep an eye out for any idiots.
Okay, the political party's name, HJZL, that can't be a coincidence, right? No, it's not. In Slovak language, of course, it makes sense as an abbreviation. And I will leave it at that. Mechiar times, haha, yes. Opa! Our escort got a bit aggressive there for a second. Over-motivated.
Watch out, vehicle on the road. Slow down. Easy. No sudden braking. Oh, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, we're almost there. Hopefully nothing goes wrong.
At the Parliament, stop under the stairs.
Under the stairs, guys. Come on. There we go. I don't hear a police siren. There wasn't any.
Over and out. For fuck's sake. I can't take this anymore, Sue. A bunch of morons, seriously. Wait. Why is this thing still on? I could have sworn I turned it off.
So this is one of the, for me at least, one of the most interesting tidbits that we added into the game in the text scrolls. So, state security communicated on open, non-scrambled frequencies for years, so my friend and I listened in on them. The operative reports we're on Mother, that's Pražská Street, we're on Frog, meant Žabotova Street. Turning left was announced as going Lily, right was Dandelion, and going straight was Rose. I spent entire days driving around after them. Every day the surveillance team in the city had 20 to 40 vehicles, plus packages, meaning the crew receiving instructions from the team leader. He commanded it all from the base where he had a map. Boys, we're going pedaling, meant to follow the target on foot. After they started using rudimentary scrambling in January 98, they wouldn't even use code names. So sure were they of themselves. Security analyst Žitný for Team Vivat. So this is crazy in my mind that the state security, which is a part of the police force, didn't operate on scrambled frequencies. You could literally tune in with any kind of radio and listen in on their activities. Insane. Okay, we got some money. Yeah, what will we check out next? We can either go do another story mission, or I can show off... How much money? I still don't have much money. I think we could... Yeah, I think you could do the next story mission just so... Oh, shit. Sorry guys, I just activated the time trial. It's no problem. We already done that. I think I'm gonna go for one more story mission because after that the pace and the action of the missions picks up quite a lot, and I wanted to have the slower start of the story done in the first stream. So that's what we're gonna do now, and we're gonna see how much time we have left afterwards to check out some other stuff, and if not, we will end the stream right there, and I will see you guys in the next one. I plan to... I'm not sure how many entries in these dev streams there are gonna be in total. We're gonna see how long it takes me to get through the whole game and through all the side activities and side missions the game has to offer. But I'm pretty sure there will be at least 2 or 3 more like this one. Yeah. So where are we going? Yeah, we're going to back to the hotel where we met Laura, or not met, but where we drove Laura, and it's the same hotel that is owned by Jaroslav Belasi, the guy that we met when we got back at Tetsa. So we caught his eye, he wants us to work for him, and that's how we get an in with the mafia. Race, race, race. Yeah, I mean, is there a race on the way? I've already... Oh yeah, I failed that one on the top. I could do on the way there, I could do a bike time trial. Those are very new. Those were added in the last patch. I think we have, yeah, one right over here. There's also a bike shop that exists IRL as well. Never mind, it's okay. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna, yeah, before we gonna get to the bike trials later on. But here, nice building with the logo. We're gonna go to the hotel. Oh, shit, shit, shit. Yeah, I saw a nice car. I want it. And I want it because I'm pretty sure this is one of the cars I can bring to Ivan's rides to get some money. Yeah, this is definitely one of the cars. Okay, so, new plan, guys. Oh, it's so close even! Great! It's right over here. And we can get some money! And a vehicle scratched off from the board. Okay, it's dead end over here? I'm just gonna ride through. Don't wanna damage the car though. Yes! Yes, now... Everyone get out of the way! Nope. No reaction. Pfft. I don't want to get a wanted level for driving you over. You're a clever guy. car guy. Just leave the keys in the ignition, walk away and enjoy your money. Awesome. There we go. You've unlocked a new car underglow color, tropical. And we got a lot of money. I think we got like 1,000 crowns or something. Not sure how much I had. Yeah, I think it was 1,000 crowns. So just so I have a reminder, Versailles, DBW, Earth Roamer. I know most of these cars by name, not all of them. I'm gonna keep a lookout because this is a really good way to earn money. But yeah, anyway, let's get back to our car and go do the next story mission. Although, isn't this also the one? Oh no, this is Smola Fortuna, and Ivan wants Smola Fortuna Joy, which is a variation of this one. Can police chase you if you break the law? Yes, there is an actual working wanted level, and it gets triggered if you attack the police or if you hurt a certain amount of people in a short time frame, and you can then either if you're using your taxi at the time, you have a dedicated radio with which you can call them off, since you're actually also a police officer, or you can use a phone booth, one of the phone booths that are sprinkled around the city, to do the same. Let's check out what Jaroslav Belasi has in store for us. Keep it in the family.
So our butcher finally showed up. This guy here took care of Setzo right on the spot. Apparently he didn't make a peep in the ICU. He was so pissed that the taxi driver beat him down with a baton. What a dirty move. What did he do to you? Slap your girlfriend's ass?
He borrowed some money.
You know how
He
he
borrowed
is,
some
like
money.
a magpie. He takes everything that sparkles, but after a while, not even brooms or scarecrows work on him. So I hope he learned his lesson for good after your little education. I'm Yaroslav Belasi.
Milan, nice place you got here.
Bratislava. Yeah. We're protecting this place from Albanians and other scum who think they can march in and take whatever they want.
Well, you're doing important work.
Exactly. So you can imagine how difficult it is to protect the business here. At times, it requires staying one step ahead of the competition.
Is there anything I could do to help?
Milan, right? Listen, my friend. Stop by the ammunition depot for shipment. They should be unloading it at the 2 Gorilla station any minute now. Let's see if you're only tough on the lowlifes of Bratislava or if you can take on some big shots, too. When you come back with the fireworks, be gentle. You haven't tasted the whiskey yet.
Great. So we're off to steal some ammunitions from the police station, nonetheless. What could possibly go wrong? Baron Nida, your opinion is treasured and appreciated, and feel free to share your ideas and suggestions on how to make the game better, either here or on the Discord. We're trying our best. Oh shit. My driving is not the best tonight. So we're going back to the police station that we visited in a previous mission, but since we're stealing from them, we're
the main entrance of the station.
not really going in as ourselves, as the police guy. We're trying to grab it low-key.
I have to take the tape out of the VHS, so I'm not on record.
So we can see that the police just got a lot of supplies from the munition store. We just have to dodge these guys. And turn off the camera. There we go. Yep, that was close. Come on. No! Okay, I got it. No, I didn't get it. Okay, yeah. The one near the stairs saw me. Okay, we can get it on second try. The game's early access at the moment, right? Meaning that the development is still ongoing. Yes, the game is in early access. Has been since April, so not even a year at this point. And we are planning the full release somewhere around spring this year. We're currently working on the second part of the story missions and on all the technical stuff, optimization, polishing, and so on and so forth. So we have the Gerlach, this huge transport vehicle full of guns and other ammunition stuff, and we had to bring it to the port undamaged, ideally. The streets aren't really made for a car this big. And by that I meant the IRL streets of the city. But once we get this mission done, whoop! If we get this mission done, Belassi will trust us with some better jobs, better paying jobs, I'm sure. But this is basically how it was in the 90s, a lot of the times. The hand of the law was just too short for people like Jaroslav Belassi, and they did whatever they wanted. They extorted people, racketeering, blackmail, all the good stuff. And it's surreal to think that it's not that long ago, actually. It's been, yeah, 30 years. It's 30 years ago. That's not that far, that is not that far in the past. Some of the guns and ammunition were supplied from the army stocks, but without the need of a robbery. It was simply a mess there, and just recently some of the incidents got out to the public. Nobody can tell when the guns disappeared, because inspections of the stock would happen only on paper. 10 years ago, a former state security officer offered to sell me 2 surface-to-air missiles from the army stocks. He even showed them to me. He had them under a blanket on the bed of his pickup truck. The guns got here from all around, from the former Soviet republics, from the Balkans, from Czechia. Only some of them had local origins. Behind the market in Uzhhorod, you could buy a Kalashnikov for $100, the popular Makarov pistols for even less. You only needed to know the right people. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. And not that long ago. There we go. We got some good money. I am tempted to spend it on the DBW car that you can get at Ivan's Rides, but I would really like to get to 10,000 crowns first to be able to buy the garage, because that opens up customization options. So we're gonna head back to the main road and commandeer a car, because as a police officer you can do that apparently, and we're gonna see what to do next. I'm tempted to, my gamer pride probably won't allow me to do otherwise. I need to finish that time trial that we started and that I couldn't get on the second try. And we can unlock some stuff and get some money there too. Oh yeah, I like this one. This is the car from the time trial as well.
This is the police.
Yes, you heard me. This is how we roll. Oh, also, if I'm not mistaken... Oh yeah, there's a pumpkin over there. So there's in total 50 of these placed around the city. And there's a nice achievement when you get all of them. They're lit up so that you can notice them a bit better, since 50 pumpkins is a lot, and the city is quite large. Yup, shit, don't shoot at me just because I shot the pumpkin. So now I have the wanted level, and I'm not in my taxi, so I can't call the police off right away. I need to look for a phone booth. And the nearest... Okay, the nearest one is right over here, behind the fence. Oh my god, I need to get there. They already blew out both of my... No, both of my tires, I'm gonna die. Okay, we can do this in reverse. Can you upgrade your car statistics, like engine handling, weight, or just cosmetics? You can buy a car that has better statistics, as you say, that is faster, has better handling and so on, but you cannot customize your own cars in that way. You can only customize them in terms of color, the spray finish, and and an underglow. But there's a lot to choose from. Ivan's Rides has like 6 cars to buy, and there's six or maybe even more cars locked behind various side activities. Okay, let me see if I can...
Please cancel that dispatch.
Oof, okay, we got it. Great. Now, let's ditch the broken car and let's get to the main road, which will prove a bit tricky since there's a fence over there. Yeah, of course. But there are some cars over there. Let's just get one of those. I see that finding pumpkins are easier in the night because of the glow. Yeah. You could say that. You could say that. The glow really helps. I mean, we didn't really try to hide them, but a lot of them aren't placed, let's call it, on the main road of the story missions. You have to take the time to look around, but it's a nice motivation, you know, to take a look around all the nooks and crannies of the city. Hi, I loved your game and really enjoyed writing the review for it. Is there any suggestions when the full version will come out? I mentioned it earlier, the plan for the full release is spring this year. I can't say specific release date, that will come soon, but yeah, spring. You can look forward to the second half of the story, major polish and technical update, and some other quality of life improvements. So hopefully we can finish the time trial this time around. I'm gonna drive extra... Okay. I'm gonna try to drive extra carefully once we're on the time trial. And if a random car right at the end doesn't get in the way, I'm pretty sure I will be able to finish it this time, which will open up another time trial and some money and some unlocks. And yeah, now on the next dev stream hopefully I can show you guys how the garage works, what the various customization options are, talk a bit about that. I streamed it on my channel and was really rather disappointed when the story ended. Yeah, I'm sorry, we had to kinda figure out a good cutoff point in the story where to, you know, draw the line between the two halves, because we definitely knew that we would not be able to get the whole story out in time for early access. But I think we managed to do like a little do a nice little story arc during Site A, and you will just have to look forward to the second half. As I mentioned previously, there's gonna be sorry, there's gonna be a lot more action in the second part. The plot thickens a lot after the first half of the story, and yeah, there's gonna be some dark real-life events to explore. Oh my god, this car is terrible! I can't even go up the hill properly. I mean, I did crash into a lot of stuff on my way here, but still. Next time, guys, I'm gonna farm a bit in between the streams. I'm gonna have a lot more money, and we will be driving only the best cars. The best cars exclusively. The driving model is really interestingly good. Thank you. We got a lot of positive feedback on the driving model. I think the cars handle well. Of course, it depends on which car you're driving. Some of them are not supposed to have a good handling. It's a good thing. Now I have something to look forward to. I really love the game. Gives an old GTA vibe mixed with some other older games altogether. Really good and interesting game. Thank you. It's always nice to hear that the work the team has done is appreciated. I'm gonna try to concentrate on time trial, so you guys just give me a minute. Come on. Okay, just careful now. so that we don't flip over. Okay. Oof, okay, was pretty close. I don't have a lot of spare time, it seems, but I think we can manage. Oh! Cutting it close on some of these gates. Come on, come on. Oof. Oof. This is gonna be close because of the traffic. Oh my god. Come on. 2 more gates, I think. 1. No, that was a different one. Couple more. No. I lost all my acceleration. No. Oh. Okay, I gotta do this. I gotta finish this tonight. Gotta go enjoy the stream. Bye from Texas. Awesome. Yeah, it was nice having you, and hopefully I'll see you for the next stream. Will you do some tweaks in the first half of the story that is already public? And Bare Minimum asks, I'd like to deepen his question. Will there be a reason to replay the first side of the story? I mean, we are constantly doing tweaks to the already public story missions that are all, that are already out. Significant changes, probably not. So to replay it from the start, I personally would replay it just so I would have like a coherent story experience, but you don't really need to or have to. It's more of a personal preference, I think. But we will definitely let you know if and when significant changes to the already existing story missions will come. No! Oh my... I can restart right here. As I mentioned when we first got here to the time trial, this is not one of my favorite ones. It's some of the time trials are the more challenging content of the game. Not everyone enjoys that, of course, but there is definitely enough motivation to do them because of the various vehicle and customization unlocks that they provide. And also you get to drive around parts of the city that you probably wouldn't have a reason to other than just free exploring otherwise. But all this traffic is getting in my way so much. Come on. Oh, you guys can... Okay, I'm gonna give it one more try and then... Okay. And then I'm gonna finish it off stream, I guess. Just so we can move on. Personally, I think it wouldn't make sense to stream the first part again on the channel, but what I meant you answered already. There is no bigger difference in the first part for me to want to go again. Yeah. That's basically it. Gonna do it like this. Yeah, if I'm or anyone from the team... Oh, yeah. We have a hole in the terrain. Awesome. I have to do it like this. Yes, hooray for the unstuck button. If I'm going to be streaming, we will definitely continue once the full release is out. I won't be streaming the first half of the story again, probably. That time trial is so hard that even the developers of the games can do... I mean, I can assure you that most of our team has all of the time trials finished, at least on the bronze medal, and there's a couple of team members that have all the time trials finished on the gold medal. I am obviously not one of them. And as I said, this particular time trial is not one of my favorites. I don't find this car easy to handle, and the route is can be very tricky with all the traffic and with me concentrating on the stream as well. Your pain in these time trials is joy for players who are playing those races. Yes, I can imagine. This was a really short try though, so I said that it would be the last one, but this will be the last one. Last one on the night, I promise. For some reason I didn't know you were doing these dev streams, and I am so glad I randomly got... This is our first one. We actually haven't been doing this. We have been doing dev diaries in written forms, and before we did some YouTube shorts. And this is actually the first dev stream. Yeah. The game has been covered in video format and in streaming format by others, but we figured now was a good place to show off the game ourselves. Because people can ask questions and get answers straight from developers. No! Okay. For a second there I thought we would flip again. Get out of my way!
Oh, damn it.
There's no chance I'm gonna get there. I just can't seem to get through the stairs part of the time trial fast enough to have enough time afterwards. But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna, because this isn't the most exhilarating part to watch for you guys, I'm sure. I'm gonna do this one off stream so that I can go through the other time trials that appear afterwards on the map on the next one. I'm also going to farm some money in between streams so that I can show off more of the stuff that you can actually do with your hard-earned cash in this game. But for now, I think this is a good place to end the first dev stream. We've got a nice chunk of the first half of the stories done, and we showed off some of the side activities. So this is it for tonight. Thank you all for joining me for this stream. Again, don't forget to check out the game on stream if you have on Steam. If you haven't already, it's on sale right now due to the daily deal that started on Tuesday, but the discount will be going on for 7 days, so that's 4 more days till the next Tuesday. It's 30% off, so that's the biggest discount that we had as of date. Feel free to join the Discord, it's in the description below. Give us your ideas, your feedbacks. It's still not too late to have your ideas and your suggestions added into the game, and we love to hear the feedback until the full release as well as afterwards. And yeah, let us know what you think. And I will see you in the next death stream, which will probably be tomorrow around the same time. So thanks and bye.